Faultlines of War, The Lost Hero. Going to start reading from chapter 4, P Company. By the time we reached the gates of the depot, the parachute regiment and airborne forces, we were 19 weeks deep into training. 19 weeks of shouting, sweat, cold mornings, and endless inspections. In the paras, you were not called a recruit. You were a Joe, lowest of the low. Everyone called you that, from corporals to cooks. Oi, Joe was the soundtrack to our lives. The last 20 weeks had stripped away everything soft about us. We had run in boots until our feet bled, drilled till our arms shook, and learned that comfort did not exist here. Now only one thing stood between us and the Maroon Beret, P Company. The staff sergeant stood on the square, arms crossed, beret immaculate, chest puffed out, and chiselled jawline and steely eyes that cut through you like a gladiator's spear. You Joes think you've had it hard? You've seen nothing yet. This is test week. 5 days to prove you deserve to call yourself airborne. Fail one event and you're done. Pass them all and you'll earn the beret. That's it. No second chances. My gut twisted, but I felt ready, or at least as ready as a man could be when the ground ahead was paved with pain. Davy stood next to me, nervous grin plastered across his face. 5 days, Clark, he muttered. We've come this far, no backing out now. I nodded through my mouth, even though it was too dry to speak. The whistle blew and P Company began. So that's just a short excerpt of The Lost Hero. This is my first book in the Faultlines of War series. This story is a story about William Clark, who joins the parachute regiment in 1960s, goes through basic training, P Company, and then does his parachute training, and then is posted out to Borneo and is part of the Borneo conflict in 1964. From there, things move on. Does a bit of time on the gritty streets of Northern Ireland. Obviously, we see a bit of time of him at home, but also this interlocks the story of his son Michael, because his son Michael is visiting William in a care home where he suffers with dementia. And Michael has gone with him with a manuscript he found in his house when he was clearing the house. And obviously the manuscript was highlighted the hero, and it is William's personal account of his time in the forces. And that's where the Faultlines of War starts. It starts with William's story, with Michael as part of it. After the Lost Hero, we jump ahead into the present, which is where we see William's niece and Michael's cousin, Sarah Clark. She is in Ghost in the Woods. This story is a story of survival and grit and determination. Female soldier out on a humanitarian patrol in Eastern Europe. And during the patrol, there's an ambush, and she is left stranded, alone and injured, and being hunted by a notorious warlord. And so there's a lot to go through, the gritty tension and the feelings of, is she going to get caught? Is she going to escape? How's she going to survive? These are all the feelings that you get on that one. And that's Ghost of Us. That's book 2. Now, book 3, which is being released next week on the 1st of April, or in a week and a half's time, is When the Shooting Stops. Now, this story is about David Clark. Now, David is William's younger brother, Michael's uncle, and he is Sarah's father. So we bounce backwards and forwards. I don't go in chronological timeline. That's not the way my brain works. But this is a story of David, 10 years younger than William. But 10 years later down the line, David decides to not follow in his brother's footsteps, goes on the opposite side and joins the Royal Marines Commando to earn his Green Beret. So we follow David through the arduous training of the Royal Marines, him earning his Green Beret, and obviously then going out and doing the continuation training of going to Norway to do cold weather training, going out to Belize to do jungle training, and also we then follow him on as he's a part of Mortar Troop, and he is then deployed to the Falklands conflict in the 80s, where his tour of service finishes, and then we see a little bit of him surviving his life beyond the barracks when he is out in the field, and having to learn how to become a civilian, which every veteran has to deal with. So it's kind of a reflection of all these stories. Now, these stories are fictitious, but they are based on real events and historical events as well. Apart from Ghost in the Woods, which is truly fictitious, but I took a bit of a step from what's happening in the Ukraine with the conflict in Eastern Europe out there now. But these are all out now. They're available on Amazon. So The Lost Hero and Ghost in the Woods are available out now. These are available in Amazon and also on Amazon Kindle. And if anybody wants When the Shooting Stops, this is being released on the 1st of April. It will be on Amazon and obviously Amazon Kindle. And for those who have got Kindle Unlimited, you can read these books for free just by uploading Kindle Unlimited. If you've got an account with that, they are free on there to read. Do suggest reading The Lost Hero first, just so you get an idea of the style of my writing. That was the first book I wrote, and since then, obviously, my skills have progressed, and my moving on and developing the Clark Legacy series. The next one that I'm currently in the process of writing is Heat and Regret. This will be Michael's story, William's son. And obviously he serves during the Iraq conflict in Basra in 2003. So that's on there, and obviously there's a nice little twist, and and then I've got another book which I'm nowhere near started, but I've got it mapped in my head. Is the penultimate book of the Faultlines series, which is in there. So as I say, currently Lost Hero, When the Shooting Stops, and Ghost in the Woods are all available on Amazon. When the Shooting Stops is available for pre-order now, so get your orders in now. My name's Ryan, I'm the author. If anybody wants a signed copy sent directly to them, just need to contact me, message me on the comments, let me know, and I will get in contact with you, find out your details, and I will get a book sent out to you signed. So anyway, enjoy reading. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. My name's Ryan. I'm an ex-British Army veteran. I served with 7th Parachute Regiment Royal Horse Artillery, and obviously now am a civilian veteran, and I also do volunteer work with the Blind Veterans down in Rustington, and also with my local veterans group, the Volunteer Veteran Services, and also get involved in a lot of other veteran things as well. Veterans walks, object tour, I'm getting involved in these as well. So anyway, thank you very much for spending the time with me. Take care.